Okay, and the sun is setting, so it's time. Oh, excuse me. Time to go out looking for some stuff to harvest will from. Now, supposedly, the more quote-unquote evil a creature is, the more will it will drop. I've never really noticed it, but, you know, I could just be incredibly dense. That sounds, this sounds quite a lot like me. So, we'll just sort of mooch about a bit until we can find some mobs. And it looks like, in typical me playing Minecraft fashion, whenever I want mobs to be around, there is not a single one to be found. But whenever I don't want them to arrive, there's, you know, every single mob possible, their mother, their dog, and the rest of the family. So, hopefully... Ah, creeper. Do I want to try on a creeper? It's probably better to go with something like a skeleton. Just because if I mess up on one of these, it'll explode and I'll lose, you know, whatever I had. So... I need to find either a skeleton or a zombie, ideally. Any hostile mob would do, really, but those two, I think, speak of the devil. So I don't want to throw all of these. Ah, excellent. It's already... Okay, the stone hatchet I think was a better weapon. But that should... Really? That didn't drop the will? But it had bubbles coming off of it and everything. So did I not kill it quick enough? So I'll go back and quickly make up a... a stone hatchet. Actually, can I make a stone sword? Would that be an idea? Maybe. Not a stone sword. Bronze sword. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this bronze axe is really poopy when it comes to damage dealing. Might have something because it's a bit to do with the fact that it's not vanilla, maybe. But I'll go grab a stone one. Merge those. I just realised that was stupid. Wood stuff. Where's the sticks? Are they up here? Yeah. Ah, dear. Right, round 2. Let's try that again, shall we? Could be that the shader was wigging out in a way, and it was sort of, it didn't know what to do, if that makes sense. Yeah, see, that's definitely... There we go, there's the will I need. Excellent. While I'm at it, might as well use these get some more. Because I will need quite a bit of will as we go through blood magic. So I'll need these to get started. I wonder if I can actually tame owls. I'd love a pet owl. I mean, they are quite loud, but I think owls are a really cool animal. They're very slow, though. That's the only thing. I don't understand why you would have an owl as a post-pigeon animal kind of thing. There we go. So that's a bunch of demonic will crystals that we can use. And then we can make our blood altar, which would be handy dandy. So, what do I need to do next? Oh, you don't know anything, do you, creeper? You know nothing. Right, I need 2 bronze ingots. 2 of those, and I need the stone. That should be it. Bop bop. Bop bop. Is it that? I don't actually. Altar. Ah. Okay. And I think now is the time to sleep through the night. Hey, we're back, and it's been a it's been a few days since I've actually recorded a video. Just get rid of you, thank you. Don't particularly want you stinking up the joint. So, like I said, it's been a few days since I've actually played Sevtech and recorded any footage at all. So, what we're going to need to do is actually work towards... What the... Okay. The Necronomicon. And I don't actually remember what we need for that. Okay, some pretty standard stuff, easy enough to get a hold of. Ah, excuse me. So, we need rotten flesh and corallium plague flesh, which we should have plenty of. And we also needed plant cloth, which will be plant twine. I only need 9 of that. Then we should be able to just come here, set that up like so, and I think it was that, or perhaps it was that. There we go. So, I only do a little bit of Abyssal Craft stuff, because I find Abyssal Craft a very unpleasant mod to have to do anything in. for a few reasons. It's creepy, and I don't like a lot of the monsters in it because they are weird and creepy and horrible, and they tend to do a lot of damage as well. And if there's one thing I'm bad at in Minecraft, it is the combat side of things. So the next thing we need is an abyssal statue. So there's a few ways we can do it. The most reliable one, I find, is to craft them. A lot of people get them to like spawn a shed load of Shogoths, and then they make like a statue when they're all in like a certain sort of area. That's fine and all, but the problem is that they tend to corrupt the land they spawn at, and I don't really want that because I don't want Shogoths being places I don't want them to be. So the more contained they are, the happier I'll be. So to actually make the statue, what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to kill a bunch of them, harvest the flesh, and then trade for some monolith stone. Alternatively, I can just mine some of the monolith stone, which I think is what I will do. But I need a weapon. So obviously I've got my axe. The axe is fine enough. You know, it does 9 hearts of damage, which is pretty decent. But it does attack quite slowly. Now, what I kind of want to do is get a sentient sword at some point, but we don't have that option yet. So, what we can do, maybe make a bronze sword for now, which is exactly what I thought it would need. So, we'll make one of those. But what I also want to do, which I think is kind of necessary, is I also want to make a shield. Reason being, shields are very, very... well, they're kind of necessary against Shogoths, because Shogoths have they have an ability wherein they can fire out like an orb of goo. Now, said orb of goo does quite a nasty amount of damage, an amount of damage that I would rather not have to deal with. So the less said about that, the better. Right, so I need... Does this make... No, it doesn't make 2 plates, does it? I'm just being silly. So that's the stuff for the sword. So we need those there and that there. I might put the axe away. And I might make another chest for blood magic stuff while I'm at it, because I will be doing some blood magic later, but I think I will wait until I've got access to the black quartz later, so I can actually make the sentient sword and the sentient bow and things like that, because once I've got will and the crystals with which to spawn them, I can do a lot of damage with them. So yeah, for now, let's put the demonic will in there, and we'll also merge that lot into chests. What else do I not need? I suppose I could put the sanguinum, what's it, in the chest as well. But I'm gonna dump a bunch of the stuff that I don't need, so that I can, you know, I won't have to worry about dying to the Shogoths. Shield. Bronze one would be nice. So we just need four molten bronze ingots into a casting table with a crude wooden shield. So that's fine. Excuse me. So we could just use that shield, but it's not very durable. So I'm gonna need some more seared bricks, aren't I? Which I didn't think about. So I'll just put that away for a second. I don't think I have any of the grout that I needed, do I? Do I have any of the ingredients? No, I do not. So to make the casting table, it's basically the opposite of... I've lost my train of thought, of the basin. That's the one. So we're going to need to go get some sand. It's just occurred to me I can get it from the strainers, which is one of the reasons why I placed them. There's a shark down there. Ooh. I might fill that hole in as well. It's I can see myself dropping into it at some point. Unintentionally, of course. I'll leave those for now. I might get some more strainer nets for them later, but for now we will leave it as is. They have enough resources to keep us going for now. Grab that. We shall have a little sleepy sleep. Because screw mobs. Keep the stone axe on me actually, because I will need that later. So what we need is so each thing makes 2 grout, and I need 9 bits. So I will need 5, because if I make 4 it won't be enough. Nope. And there we go. That should be all the seared bricks we need. It's going to keep making copper, isn't it? So I need more charcoal, which I have. So this will make the 9 for a whole block, which is good. We've got 12 bronze in there, so we shall put 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why I did it that way. Which will then put the bronze in here to smelt, where we will then be able to put it in the casting casting table when it's done. So we do that. Get our little table, and we'll be able to reuse these tables as well when we actually pop into the next age, which is one of the reasons why I'm making them out of seared brick and not the porcelain, because the porcelain, after this, you don't actually need it anymore at all. So yeah, it's useless basically. So once that's done, we'll chop that up. That's gone into the chest. And then we put our crude wooden shield on there. And then once this smelts, we pour it onto the shield and it will make our bronze shield. It'd be nice if we could make the tower shield, because I think that one looks cooler, but no matter. Nay worry. But you can see that's the best shield we can actually make as of yet. Alright, is there anything else we can do? Maybe have a look at the blood magic stuff. Because yeah, these were all ritual things, which I don't need as such. But a blood orb would be nice to make. So let's see what we actually need for a blood orb. Because I think coagulated blood, which we can make by casting blood, which we can make with rotten flesh. So a tier 1 with plenty of blood in, which we need a sacrificial dagger to do. Which is 2 bronze and a sharp bone, which we have. Although we need like a brand new sharp bone, we can't just use one that we've got from a like a dead skeleton or something. Well, dead zombie rather. Sorry. So sacrificial dagger, very nice. We can't make the stuff just yet, as I think, now that blood orb. We need what was it? Do we not need a cast then? So what does that make? 40 millibuckets of blood. So what do we need for 16? That's 4. Yes. Right, there we go. There's that. So now we've got our sword and our shield. I'm just wondering, do I have enough leather to maybe make a full set of armor as well? Because I would like to be able to sponge a little more damage than you know, it'd be nice to have like a little safety net, just in case I mess up the block. So we'll make a chest plate first. We've got a helmet, so we don't need that. Get some trousers, some boots. Now that should be enough for now. So just make sure everything of value is chucked away for now. Wooden stuff, you there. Stone stuff, even there. Put Sid brick in there, I guess. Put a rock in there. Doesn't matter. Wheat. Work blade. That can go in there. Stone Pickaxe can go in there. Sacrificial dagger can go in the blood magic thing. The torches I'll keep. Flaked bone, whatever. Don't need that. I'll keep the axe because I can do some decent damage with it. We'll put the stone hammer or stone mallet or whatever in there. And we'll put the blood magic stuff in there. So that should be, you know, a fairly decent thing for our inventory. It's just occurred to me I'm going to need a pickaxe for the monolith stone. And I don't really want to make 2 trips because 1 trip's already unpleasant enough. So what I'm going to be doing is, where is it? Places of power, structures. I want to build one of these. Now, the reason I want to build one of these is because these will allow me to collect potential energy for Abyssal Craft without attracting any unwanted attention. Essentially, when you collect potential energy, it annoys the, is it the Elder Gods or the Outer Gods? I don't remember which. I'll wait till daytime as well. But the more angry they are with you, the more likely they are to strike you with lightning strikes or send beasties after you, or do any number of unpleasant things that, you know, I don't even know of myself fully, but they're all unpleasant, and I don't want to deal with them, basically. So I want to collect enough monolith stone to be able to make the statues and the have enough left over to build the place of power. So how many do I actually need? So it's 3 by 3 by 3, so I need 15 monolith stone, 4 monolith stone pillars, and 4 statues of any gods. So pillars, monolith stone pillar is 4 monolith stone, so I need 4 of those, so that's 16 plus the 15 I have. And statue, oh, let's look at the Cthulhu one. So I think I might make a cyan dye is kind of a bugger. It'd be nice if one of these was like a brown, because I can get brown powder really easily. But all the other colours are a little bit more awkward. See, red would be easy. Although, I do find dandelions often enough. In fact, I think I can see some over there. So it might be better for me to make a Haster one. I think, like, in sort of Lovecraft mythos anyway, like, Haster's sort of like the basic bitch that, you know, he's sort of like the one that everyone that's sort of new to the mythos is like, oh yeah, this guy's cool. And I say that because I don't really know anything, and he's probably the only one I really know of besides Cthulhu. You know, there's a bear over there as well. In fact, this is a good time to actually test out my new equipment. That was a lot of damage. And I didn't bring any food either, which is stupid of me. It's a good thing that happened. It's a good thing that happened now, as you know, I'm still close enough to home to rectify that. But I think I was a bit greedy with my hits there. I tried to get in 2 hits when I could only really manage 1. Better to experiment then and end up in trouble than to go and kill Shogoths and get into trouble. I should have plenty of food though. And plus I can also start I think I can just grind this on the horse wheel actually. Yeah, so if I put the dandelions in here, then they can grind that while I'm doing the rest of it.